Vincent.
7 days.
7 days.
1 week.
All right.
To Christmas.
Yeah.
You better watch out.
Yeah, I better. I better find out who's been naughty and who's been nice in my household.
All right.
Yeah. So like Christmas is always a big time for us. For me, it's always a little daunting. Usually because you got to put on a Christmas dinner and then take care of all the shopping.
You play Santa
and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah.
You play Santa?
I better be careful, depending on what I don't want to say too much about Santa, because if we got, I don't know if the kids are going to be watching. My kids don't watch the show. But yeah, I got kids. I got kids that are still totally pumped up about Santa Claus coming for Christmas. So it just adds that little bit of work you got to put in, but it's all worth it.
All right.
So we're gonna, today, in terms of politics.
All right.
Want to talk about what Santa Claus is going to bring the business community for 2014.
Something naughty? Or something nice?
Well, yeah, the business community feels like the government's been a little bit naughty this past year.
Bernanke is going to announce the decision.
Oh yeah,
today as well.
Oh, is today the day for more money printing or less? Trust me, those guys, the way they've been behaving, more money printing. I'm sure.
You sure?
Oh yeah, they don't seem to know how to stop.
They said they want to retreat from the QE policy as well.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see.
I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah. But locally, looking at what's going on in Hong Kong, General Chamber, looking ahead to 2014, we kind of presented their wish list, and they identify the fact that Hong Kong's competitiveness is being eroded in a number of areas. While our taxes are low and simple, and I'm a huge fan of that, and I think the Hong Kong government has largely stayed the course on that, there's a concern that some of our regional competitors have found, in particular Singapore, have found ways to make effective tax rates lower. In a lot of areas, and that we're going to start losing business in that area because of it. There's some concerns about the competitiveness because of increased regulatory burden. With the minimum wage coming in now, and even if it's not the actual level of the minimum wage, because wages have been shooting up, and particularly in sectors like construction. So much minimum wage almost doesn't matter, but it's the administrative burden of it. Standard working hours could be a real problem. Looking forward to 2014. Also, the administration.
I don't think they will come up with a consensus in the next 12 months or so.
No, it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while, that one, but the discussion will certainly be ongoing and get more heated.
Yep.
I mean, just as somebody who runs a small business, I can't even imagine the nightmare of having to start tracking people's hours and stuff. You pull a good team together, people work hard, and then if all of a sudden we were counting every minute, and everything. I mean, it's just just open small business owners up to risk. I can sympathize with concerns about that. The General Chamber is really interested in environmental issues. I was surprised at how much of what they're putting out there is about environmental issues and saying yes, we have to protect the environment, but they're also asking for clearer guidelines in terms of what environmental impact assessments will look like, and looking for more progress in that area.
Yep.
Right.
Well, so 3 things.
Yeah.
I think the competitiveness issue, the tax issue,
yeah,
and the environment issue.
No, those are big ones. Yeah.
So, what should we pick? I think we should pick impact.
Impact
assessment. You said environment impact assessment.
Yeah.
Because I think nowadays we need to measure not only financial impact, not only environment impact, but also social impact.
Yeah, that could be the next one coming down the pike. Major projects have to have an environmental impact assessment.
Yep.
I could see people pushing for something like a social impact.
All right. Impact is the word.
Okay.